I hear General Motors is not happy. More and more, their owners find only one luxury car gives them everything. Chrysler New Yorker. V6, anti-lock brakes, the most advanced transmission, ultra drive, and crystal key. Better owner care than any GM sedan, even Rolls or Mercedes. What did Chrysler do to make GM unhappy? Everything.
Now get $750 cash back on New Yorker Landau.
How's it going, YouTube? This is Joseph here. So here's episode 3 of the Project Daily New Yorker, 5th Avenue. Thought I'd go ahead and give you a little bit of an update. We got the car last Thursday? No, it was Saturday. We got it Saturday. So it's been a couple of days. Today's Wednesday, and we've done quite a bit to the car. We're just about to wash it, but if you notice, I don't have any hubcaps on it anymore. I finally got those off, but I want to show you guys something. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, I took it to Midas to have a once-over done on it, and we found these little fasteners in the middle of the hubcaps. And the car, when it was owned by the previous owner, they lost the nut key for the hubcap covers. So for the last 2 days, one day it was at Midas getting a once-over. They cleaned the engine compartment out, basically got it to where it would start and run correctly. I already put seafoam in the gas tank, but we took them an extra bottle and, you know, did the intake variation of the seafoam, which I'll insert a video clip here in just a moment before we start washing the car. But I've got all 4 hubcaps still. They're just in the trunk right now. But it's gonna be washed and cleaned up here. So once we get the soap rinse stuff ready, I am gonna also mention I VOR'd the leather. This seat's still not 100%, but the rest of the interior is coming along nice. So I still need to condition that one a couple more times, I think, and just get it nice and supple again. But it's coming along nicely. So see you guys in just a minute when we start washing the car. Wow. Talk about a lot of soot. My goodness.
Yeah. It's pretty dirty.
That's a lot better. Wow. Alrighty guys, so let's go on and get started with this. So probably the best way to start is just to hose it down and get it wet. It's got a lot of pollen and tree sap on it and stuff, so must be a mist. There we go. Just to start with. Goodness gracious, this thing is dirty. Hey, this will check for leaks in the car. This vinyl top is filthy. I have to come around and do the other side the other way. I have plenty of hose. It gets caught around the car now. Just keep going, keep going. I'll help you. Thank you. I have a method to my madness. Like you. Man, the more we wash this, the more dirt is coming off. It's just stuck on.
Hey,
Hi.
is Dad out here?
Yeah, he's right here.
Cool.
Goodness. Some of this, like Brion stuff, it almost looks like rust when you see it at first, but then it's like, no, that's dirt. Yep.
Need any help?
If you want to help, you can. No worries if you help or not. Oh my goodness. This thing.
So what side are we working on?
We're just doing whatever we can reach, basically. I'm starting on the front and working my way to the back.
Cool. Some of these scratches, like you think they're scratches, but they're actually just
Dirt, yeah, but there is scratches all over it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's in a 30-year-old vehicle, so there's going to be marks, dirt and stuff, scratches, and all that fun stuff.
Good luck getting into this little crevice right here.
There's a toothbrush over there. We need your help.
Yep, that's great. Hard to reach stuff.
Nice thing is that the sun's gone down and it won't
Scratch it.
cause the soap to dry on the car.
Yep.
Did you do the toothbrush on the grill?
Nope, I used a sponge. careful of the chrome.
I would rinse before.
Bubbles.
I did rinse. You know, for y'all's help. You're welcome. Get this thing done a lot faster. Oh, yeah.
Why is it still warm?
Because it just got home. It just drove it home.
On the heat from the engine. I'm gonna rinse. Let's rinse it.
Yep.
Can you rinse my hands off real fast? Hold on, baby. Hold on. Oh. You wanna do it? Yep. I'll do it. You got it. Thank you. What? Yeah. I thought one was
What's broken?
the lens.
Oh, yeah. Those aren't that hard to find. I don't think. Give me a chance to test the windshield washer, or the windshield wipers. We're done with this.
Joseph, have you picked a name?
I think I'm going to name it after the lady who passed away that owned the car.
Victoria. That's them on the front windshield as well.
Yep.
So what have you got next on the front? The bumper?
No, I got the nail and I got the top side.
This top is pretty stained, my goodness.
I'll get the hood needs to see better. Sorry, Joseph.
No,
Stand
you're
up,
good. I
stand
don't
up.
want to trip you
No,
up.
I'll stand. Go ahead.
Careful of that badge. It doesn't bend very much. I don't know what we're going to do with those hubcaps, but we'll have to figure something out. Pedal and Boots, he said that I'm riding in style and far outclassing the Buick Sabre with this thing.
Mm-hmm. Did you already get the bumper and everything?
Yeah, I did. You can do it again.
Alright, go ahead and rinse that hood off again. There's a spot or two that was missed.
Okay.
Hey Joe, don't get your phone wet.
Oh, there's a wasp. Great.
And sprayed the tires off the rims.
The rim innards, you mean?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a lot of crud that's coming out of that tire.
Sam's installation team will appreciate that.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That brake
Built up
Mm-hmm.
over the years.
Man, go ahead and rinse that drive through off. Inside the mirror, I got this.
It's got a little dirt left, so I'm just gonna do one more. Still got some spots that aren't coming off. Tree sap, I think, is what's on this thing. It's got. It's gonna take time for it to come off. Spot. I just thought I'd update the YouTube video with this washing, but I won't publish it until we get some of this other stuff done. Like spark plugs and stuff like that. Give me another mega update. So irritates me. Makes it itchy. See that spot right here? Sap. Coming off.
Window. Driver's side window.
I'll just have to continue to work with it. It might take more than one session of this.
Oh, lap shot. Yeah, I got it. I got right here.
Yeah, I got right there.
Give it a good soak on the back side. See that pressure.
I gave Mr. Anthony our address. He wants to come see it whenever he has the time. I told him sure. I told him we'd be out of town next week, so I told him, I said, whenever you're available, you know, after that, come by and I'll show it to you, or I'll meet him at church, you know, once it's, there you go. Yep. Did you not? That's a lot of sap. Kind of reminds me of washing Andy's cars after he had been.
Hey guys.
Doing a while.
Hey,
How's it going?
Good. How are you? Good. Looking good. Getting some work done, huh?
Yep. Dull now. Elbow grease. Turn it over because
The other side, the yellow side might be good.
I know to get the hard stuff. Yep. Splash me with soap. Lens. Do you think that this trunk piece was stock? Do you think they had it installed? Stock? Gives it kind of a little bit more character, I guess. It says the maximum weight is 50 pounds. So like a small carry-on bag.
That one, because it's a little underneath. You see that?
My hands got wet. Don't know how we're gonna get those stickers off.
Pressure weight. I think the line's from the inside.
Yeah. For the glass here,
Across the line.
which works. I tested it. It clicks on. Hopefully it'll work. see the sticker on the back? But did you see what it says? It's a Chrysler Plymouth dealer. It's so old that it's still got the Plymouth logo on it. Yep. You don't see that anymore.
Hey, Dad.
Hey.
So, Rosalie, you know, she got that dress from that, store. So, I tried it on her, and I really liked it, and I thought it was really good on me. And Rosie said one day, and she needs it inside bigger to make it long enough for her. So, I was wondering if you could walk today to get her size.
Your home for sale?
I mean, like Rosa Drive.
Yeah, she got money? Yeah, no, they can do it. Yeah, I'm good with it. Just let mommy know.
It's stained bad.
Would you use white touch up?
Yeah. And
Touch it up?
yep, those areas that are stained.
Yep. Well, not even those that are stained.
That are cracked or
The
chipped.
plastic you can't do anything about. You might do some, maybe with some mild bleach or something.
Yeah.
Toothbrush.
The Landau top's coming back together though. It's looking
Yes,
great.
it is.
Landau top's looking great. So what are we gonna do with this hubcaps? Are we just gonna
Right now.
scrub? What I'm saying, not put them back on, but like scrub them or something.
Yeah. Take care of this quarter panel and take care of the doors.
Okay. Just wanted to see what you wanted me to do. No. Trying not to get. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying to not get in your way though. No, I'm fine. Right then we were sounding like Chip and Dale. After you, no, after you, no, after you.
What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, don't start that now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm bored. So, what are we gonna do now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you finish doing your thing and then we'll rinse it. I don't want to get you wet.
Still working on these spots back here.
That's fine. You know the gentleman that does the classes for Dr. Wally?
Yes.
Every time we go, he says, "What you driving these days?" Because every time we show up, we got something different.
Mm-hmm. All right, hit this back again.
Yep.
So you talked to that lady and told her about this, huh?
Yep. She likes it a lot. You know what
Alright.
she said? I might need to get. She said I need to get me one of them.
Oh.
So good luck finding one, right?
Yeah.
I said they're not common.
other side, if you will, just a quick rinse. There you go. I was right. It's about the same size as a Buick Sabre. About the same length. A little narrower, but they definitely maxed out the legroom in the interior. Yep. I've been needing to sneeze for the last half an hour. There you go. Yeah. This will probably be my regular method when washing this thing is to... Oh my gosh. Guys, look at this. Yep. Off the top. Real good. That one wasn't as bad as the passenger side. The passenger side was horrible. Yeah. Go ahead and catch the door and I'll wash it and I'll catch the front quarter panel. Okay. You gonna wet the quarter panel down? It's already wet. Is it? Okay. Yeah. We'll need to go to Walmart sometime, either tomorrow or later this week, and see about getting some bulbs for this thing, because it's got quite a few bulbs that are out. Okay. You can do that. Yeah. I have to start working again, getting some more cash on me. Well, run out, but I got enough to do at least some more small odds and ends. You gonna wash your quarter panel? Yeah, I am. Sorry. Taking a breather for a second. But everybody at Midas is saying for its age, it's clean. There have been some days that I've come out here and I just lounge in the inside of it because it's so comfy. Well, let's get those hubcaps out of the trunk and start working on those. Just brush on those. Yeah. I might need to move my camera so I can see them better. But throw them in the grass, wherever you want to. Put them on the sidewalk. Yep. Drive them out and take care of them. Funny story for the YouTubers watching, going along with the hubcap locks. I was driving this thing home from AutoZone this evening, and we had gotten the hubcap lock off, and I thought that I could make it home to wash this thing before it got too dark. And one of the front passenger hubcap came flying off the vehicle and went bouncing across the road and landed near one of the culverts on the main road coming home. I near about thought that it landed in one of the storm drains, but thankfully the storm drains didn't catch and eat one of the hubcaps. But yeah, these things are filthy, so we're gonna have to scrub them, get them all cleaned up.
I've seen some pretty dirty hubcaps, but these things are bad. At least these aren't as bad, like spoked as the GM style on the Oldsmobiles. Oh my gosh, those things have like 5 or 6 of those things, and they're like really, really small hubcaps, and they are just super hard to get in between. These, thankfully, from what I can tell, I can get in between them pretty easily with the scrub brush. But to help them clean, I am going to let them soak for a few minutes each. But yeah, at least they're not horrible to scrub. I can get in between them with these wire brushes. Might have to do them a couple of times, but you know, that's just the way that is. Let that one soak. Let's rinse the first one off. See how it does. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. I'll have to do the other side as well on these, but this was the one that came flying off. It's got a little bit of a dent in it, but I don't think it's bad enough to consider it a total loss. Hopefully some of it's just dirt. The front passenger side tire is the one that's the absolute worst of the bunch. That one, it had, I think it's got a brake shoe that's rubbing or something, but it was horribly dirty. And this was the one that came off the front tire. See if you can see me. I doubt you can. Yeah, you can't see me, so let me turn you so you can see me. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm working on that one right there. But yeah, this one, it came flying off on the main road, and it dented the chrome pieces that were
one of Tom's strip parts is scratched. But cleaned it up okay. Alright. Let's see. Gotta do this one. And then the hubcaps will be done. Getting those stickers off? Yep. Cool. Thank you. Huh?
Well, so you guys aren't done yet? I was gone for like 5 minutes.
This is a major job. You know what this
It's
is?
a project.
This is an $850 car.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. He found it up in Gravit. So we're just trying. It was a grandma car, literally.
Hey, that's good.
So they only made 150,000 New Yorkers, and I don't even know how many of those are Mark Cross editions. But in '91, this was the top of the line Chrysler. There we go. I didn't hear him. What did he say? 91 was a good year. Yeah. You
What's
too?
that now?
Yeah. Alrighty. I think a method to my madness in the future, whenever I need to clean these rims, I think taking them off the car and doing it like I did today is probably going to be the best way to do it.
I agree.
Man, these things cleaned up nice. I still need to find a center cap for that last one, but the rest of these cleaned up very well, minus the hubcap missing. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's. Oh, my dad's getting the stickers off, but we're gonna go on and cut it for now. I might catch up with you guys in a few minutes when I start doing another coat of the VLR of the interior, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night because I got flight training in the morning. So gonna go get some new tires for it tomorrow. Got some other parts we're gonna get, but I'll discuss all that stuff with y'all when we come back. So see you in a little bit. Alrighty, YouTube. So alrighty, so let's go on and cover some stuff real quick. I'm gonna close the door here. So we picked the car up last Saturday. Today's Wednesday. I've had the car for a couple of days. I still got some more paperwork I got to take care of on the car right now. We're currently working with the previous owner to get some documentation taken care of that it needs to have done. With the throttle body injection system that this thing has, we seafoamed it because before, when you would try and start it, it would crank over, it wouldn't start. But now, let's see, what's the temperature at? It's still a little warm, but now, when I turn the key, it starts right up. So the throttle body injection system was clogged a little bit. Clean that up, and then after that we had it inspected. We're going to take it back to have the rest of it assessed, but they're saying the rear air shocks are bad, so we're going to have to get new air shocks put in, or just standard shocks rather. They don't make air shocks for these cars anymore. New struts on the front.
I'm gonna have to replace the R12 condenser, compressor sometime later this coming year. I'm gonna save up a little bit of money, probably whatever I can. Gotta still do payments on this thing, you know, get it cleaned up and everything, but let's see what else. Need some bulbs, some of the turn signal lights, and some of the reverse, like one of the reverse lights are out. I need a new radio. The radio in it works, but it's got some bad gremlins, so I'm not gonna try and use it. What else? That's pretty much it. I mean, it's solid all around. It's got some fabric bits that are kind of, you know, wearing out, but the fabric is fine. But I'm gonna go on and grab the camera and I'm gonna show you guys the driver's seat. Yeah, it's got some body work that needs to be done too. That's another thing. It's got a dent. This door needs to be fixed. But I'm wearing my earbuds so you guys have good audio quality no matter where I'm walking around at, because they work as like a microphone. But let me bring you around here. I'm gonna do another set of VLRing to the interior. I just want to show y'all what's going on with this seat. So if you look here, the edge is real supple. The back is recovered. I fixed the back part of the seat. But this part right here, I don't know if you can really tell. It was really bad before. But do you see that grain look to it on the leather? There's some hard spots. And listen, well, it's suppling out a little bit. But before, like when I first looked at this thing, I sat down in this seat right here. And it was so crunchy. It was like crunch, crunch, crunch. When I was trying to sit down in the padding of this seat. Now, in comparison, if you look at the back here, the back seats, they're basically brand new. I mean, they've got plenty of supple cushion. There's not really any wear. I waxed these twice with the VLR vinyl leather rubber conditioner, and they came out just fine. So I'm thinking if I give the front two seats maybe one or two more coats of vinyl conditioner, it might start to supple up again. I'm going to check the passenger side here in a minute, but I'm probably just going to do it all around again just to kind of clean things up a little bit and try and get these seats back to their original condition. Now, this is really cool. I was able to program my own seat adjustment into this car really easily. So I'm gonna turn the ignition on here. That's one thing I love about Chrysler keys, is you can put them in either direction, it don't matter. So if I push 2, that's the original setting that one of the other owners had. I'm gonna monkey with the mirrors a little bit. Okay, so if I push this button, it's going to put the seat back into position, and it's going to move the mirrors back into my original preset. So the memory seats still work. I do have one more thing I need to fix, and that is this right here. If I lift this armrest up, you'll see it's got a middle seat buckle for the middle occupant to sit in the middle. Now, well, that's interesting. That's actually removable. I can move that around. That's lovely. I didn't know I could move that center deck around. That's a new feature that I just discovered. But anyway, back on topic. This seatbelt buckle, the button's jammed. So I don't know whether I'm just going to have to get a new one, or if it's busted, or if I can get some oil in there and get it working again. But at least it's got this spare, so if someone wants to sit in the passenger seat, they can use the middle clamp. It'll be a little tighter, but they can still use it. So enough of me ranting about stuff that needs to be fixed. Of course, I'm probably going to have more updates as things become available, but I've already discovered quite a lot that's going to have to be done to this old girl, but it's in savable condition, like I mentioned before. So, let me go ahead and, you know, do some VLRing of the interior, and I'm probably going to upload this portion of the video prior to the rest, just so you guys can have an update, and then you'll see episode 3 with the full collage of all the stuff that I've done to it. So let me go ahead and move my stuff out of the way here that I need to move, and we'll get started with doing a quick VLR cleanup and conditioning of these leather seats. I mean, yes, they could be far, 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 far worse, but they're still, you know, a little bit on the dry side. So let me go ahead and grab the VLR, and we're going to do these seats again. I've been reusing the same rag for the last few times. It's not really a big deal. It's just for the conditioner, so. Okay, I'm going to move the seat back, and that'll be fine. And let's go on and get those dry spots taken care of. It's just the areas of entry and exiting, I think, that's just been fatigued over time. But this stuff definitely seems to help tremendously. So I'm just gonna have to keep conditioning it until it starts to finally take in the rest of the conditioner. Because I mean, as soon as I put it in, it soaks it up, basically. But I don't even know when the last time it was conditioned. But okay, yeah, I'll come back around and show you guys the areas of fatigue once I'm done. But you'll definitely see through the glistening of the camera, the areas that are not quite so supple. But overall, these seats are coming back nicely. So, alright, let's do the passenger seat here. I'm gonna have to, well, I can, yeah, I can just let it soak it in while I'm sitting on it, but this seat again isn't quite as bad as the other one, but the other one was just like, oof, when it first was conditioned. It was like, the first time I conditioned the seats in this thing, the poor thing was soaking up as much of this conditioner as it could get. These seats were. They were just soaking up the conditioner, so. It's like it's, this area here, it's very malleable, but this area here, it's like it's got a hard spot on it. Like you can, you know, like a rough callus on your skin. This area of the leather, it's just, it's not supple like this one was. At this area here, it's very malleable, but this area here, it's like it's brittle or calloused. So I don't know, it may be too far gone. I may be just in bad luck to where it's as bad as it's gonna get, and the next stage is the leather just, you know, completely cracking through. But at least I saved it when I did. So I'm gonna lift this up, and I'm gonna see this. This thing looks like it's got rubber, so, or something along those lines. So I'll just kind of rub it down with the rag here. probably going to leave this up front, but I could easily move it to other parts of the car if I need to. It's got something kind of sticking to the bottom of one of these areas. It's almost like a piece of cardboard, to be honest with you. I don't know what is in this cup holder, but it's not factory, that's for sure. Alright, well, we'll move this out of the car for the moment, because I want to... Oh, good heaven. Okay. I want to move to this side, and that allows me to move over and continue to work while I'm doing so. Alright, I'm going to grab my camera here just a second. Okay, part 2. I want to show y'all this. So you see, like right here, the leather is real supple and malleable on this part, and up here and around the edges. On this part here, especially with the conditioner, the leather has basically blistered. It's hard. And I've been massaging this leather to try and let it, you know, cling to the conditioner, but it's almost like it's not taking it in. It's like it's just completely so dehydrated that it won't take up the nourishment that it needs to suppleize again. So you guys can give me some advice in the comments section what you think I should do, whether I should just, you know, keep conditioning it and hope that it just finally clings to the conditioner, or if it's just to the point where it's the way it's gonna be, and just try and protect it from getting any worse. But I mean, there was some areas like around the edges that were the same way, and they softened up, so I really don't know. But once it's conditioned, I mean, you can look at the back part of the seat. The back part of the seat looks brand new. It's just that bottom right there that's just got some crunchiness to it. So, alrighty. Well, I'm going to continue working on Project New Yorker 5th Avenue Part 3 on my own with the conditioning of the rear seats. But I'm going to go on and upload this video separately to go with Project New Yorker Part 3. But the name of the car is going to be named after the person who owned it previously. I think it's the nice thing to do, and the name just fits the car. So the name that I'm giving my New Yorker is Victoria. So yeah, I'll go on and show you guys just the end of this. This might be something that Low End Mopar, the guy from Low End Mopar, or whatever guy's neighborhood garage, like Eric's neighborhood garage or whatever, might be able to help me out with. But when I turn the radio on, it starts off showing the clock. I'll try pressing power. Mode, scan. It doesn't always want to come to life, but there it goes. Okay, so it's coming on. I'm gonna let the air ride stop running, and then we'll try and tune it here. Seek. Let's do that. But as you can see, wow, it's actually working. It's got some gremlins in it, as you can see, but trying to turn the power off, it turns off the screen, but if you listen carefully, the radio is still on. So the only way to get it to turn off is to turn the vehicle off, and then it'll go back to dormancy state. And then if I turn it back on, it always wants to turn back on from time to time. So if I turn it off, it doesn't always turn off. It's got some bad gremlins in it. So I'm gonna have to let the radio. Oh, stop. So as I said, it's got some bad gremlins in it, but I'll try and see if I can get that head unit working. If that head unit isn't savable, I'll probably see if I can get another one off eBay. But it's finicky. So it does play, but there's also sometimes when it's running, you'll hear a monologuing sound. So I'm almost wondering if that radio is bad. But anyways, I'll go on and finish up with doing some more conditioning in the back, and we'll probably catch you guys tomorrow. Later. Alrighty, YouTube. So hello again. Today is Saturday, October 10th. It's been a couple of days since you saw an update to part 3 of Project Daily New Yorker, but decided to go ahead and do this final update for this particular YouTube video. I'm going to be busy and away from the YouTube algorithm for at least a week, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this episode up. I went ahead and let you know what all we've done to the car to get it ready for being roadworthy again. Starting off with the center caps. I got those center lug nuts out of the hubcaps and put some standard bolts in the tires so that the hubcaps would remain on the car. I'll show you what they look like. This one's missing the center cap. I need to locate one on eBay, so if you guys can help me out and find matching center caps, that would be great. But we put some of these on just to make sure that they would stay nice and tight on each tire. So those hubcaps aren't going to go nowhere. They're on and they're going to stay put. So they're not going nowhere. But other than that, we put new tires on. Had the spark plug wires, and coil pack changed. Engine was seafoamed like you saw earlier in the video. The rear load leveling shocks were just completely dilapidated on the back of the car, so I had some new shocks put on the back. And sometime in the future, we're probably going to pay somebody to put some new struts on the vehicle as well. But here's the good news. With the vehicle being completely cold now, whenever I hop in it, when I want to go somewhere, instead of me having to press the accelerator, when I want to go somewhere, I just throw the key in it, turn it on, start it up, and it fires right up. It's got some noises that still need to be worked out, but it runs fine now. And I tell you what, with the proper suspension and the tires that have been done to it, just all the stuff that we've done, it's coming along nicely, and it's going to be a great daily driver. And I know that I still need to get the air conditioning fixed, but again, that's something that can be left alone for a couple of months. And we'll probably just leave it as it is for now. So I'll go in and open the hood so you can see the engine. It needs some more tweaking, I think. I need to possibly replace a valve cover gasket at some point. It's leaking a little bit of oil, but it's not to the point where it's not drivable. So, got a little bit of a squeaky belt. Probably just needs to be tightened. But, yeah, it's coming along nicely. The radiator's in decent shape. I will need to keep an eye on this hose. The mechanic said that it's getting a little bit flimsy, but overall, it's coming along nicely, and I think I'll make a great daily driver. So, the next time you see it, I'll probably have it registered, and I'll take you guys for the first day of work with this thing. I'll take you for a quick little bit of a drive. Make a couple of clips of me making some deliveries with Grubhub. So, anyways, thanks for watching episode 3 of Project Daily New Yorker. If you got any tips for me throughout the video series of this particular episode, be sure to leave them in the comments section below. And we still got some body work to do too, but it's cleaned up nicely. So just a small tweaking at this point. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.
This is Chrysler's most technologically advanced luxury car, backed by the Chrysler Protection Plan. Turbo New Yorker by Chrysler. The best built, best backed American cars.